It's a great morning. Today we are going to discuss about types of data and scales of measurement. Myself, Dr. Jagannath Kumar, RISS, Bograi Baleswar, Odisha. So, if we consider data are a group of fact or certain fact which are usually used for statistical analysis and in research term, it's a set of fact you can say more correctly. And the data are of two types as you have seen in the picture. One is quantitative data and second one is qualitative data. In quantitative data, why it is quantitative? Because all the data collected are in the form of numerals or numerics or numbers. As you have seen, data that can be measured with numbers such as duration or speed or height or weight, all that things which can be represented with the help of numerics. This is quantitative data. And qualitative data are usually non-numeral, and it can be say you can say the eye color or certain the it's the color of the apple and the beautiful color. All that things are qualitative in nature. Further, quantitative data is of two types. One is discrete data and second one is continuous data. Discrete data are especially expressed in whole number, which cannot be broken down. As I am giving one example, say for instance, one will ask you how many kids in a school. You can say there are 100 kids or there are 200 kids, but you cannot say that there are 100.5 kids. Or another example I am giving, someone may ask you how many laptops at your home. You can say we have one laptop, two laptop, or three laptop, but you cannot say I have we have 3.5 laptops. So discrete data is always in a whole number, you cannot divide it. And when we are moving towards continuous data is expressed with some fractions. Say for instance, height of a child, you can say 3.5 feet, or weight of a person, you can say 80.5 kg, or speed. All that things can be expressed in fractions. So it's a continuous data. And here you can see numbers that can be broken down, such as height and weight. Further, continuous data is divided into two halves. One is interval and ratio. That means continuous data can be measured through two scales, two types of scales or level of measurement, whatever you understand that is right. Also, scale of measurement, all that things. So continuous data can be measured through interval scale and ratio scale. So when we are talking about interval scales that are number with known difference between variables such as time. That means 12 to 13, 12 to 1 o'clock. You can find the interval. But when we are talking about ratio scale, numbers that have measurable intervals. I am repeating, in interval scale, it is the difference between variables, and but in case of ratio scales, it is the number that have measurable intervals where difference can be determined, such as height and weight. Say, for instance, you can measure a child's height. You can say he is 5 feet and someone is 6 feet. Then you can say that other person is 1 feet, means more height than the first person. But in interval scale, especially it is used for measuring the temperature. You can say Fahrenheit scale or centigrade Celsius scale. All that things are coming under interval scale. Now moving towards qualitative data. Qualitative data can be measured through nominal scale or ordinal scale. As the name mentioned, nominal means for naming only. That means data used for naming variables such as hair color, color of eyes, all that things only for naming purpose. It is nominal scale. And ordinal scale or ordinal scale of measurement data used to describe the order. Say for instance, there is no such type of relation or difference, but still we order some order in some categories. That means from higher to lower you can order 1 2 3, higher is 1, so, and then after it is 2, then after is 3. All otherwise also you can mention it 3 to 1. It's just for mentioning the order. Say for instance, 1 equals 60%, 1 equals 50%, 1 equals 30%. Then you can say in a order this is rank 1, rank 2, rank 3, all that things. So now moving towards the scales of measurement in a very useful way. So when you are talking about scales of measurement, then first it is the nominal scale. As I have mentioned, nominal scales, so scales are used to classify objects. The values assigned arbitrarily. There is no means if you when you assign the number 1 2 3 4 or 11 to a cricket team or cricket player, all the cricket players, that does not mean that that player will move in first order, that move in second or third order. They are assigned to just for recognition. Or another example I am giving, assigning numbers or symbols to different part of a city like Bhubaneswar, unit 1, unit 2, unit 8, all that things. It's for naming purpose. There is no relation between unit 1, unit 2, right? Then moving towards ordinal scale, it's the synonymous to ranking or grading. As I have mentioned earlier, the objects or events are ranked or ordered from highest to lowest or vice versa according to the characteristics we used to measure. Already mentioned, we can take example. When we categorize students according to their height, 180 cm is first rank, 175 cm is rank 2, 170 cm rank 3, irrespectively. These are the coming under ordinal scale. Then we are moving towards interval scale. Interval scales having an arbitrary zero, that is, there is no absolute 0 point or true 0 point. I'm giving one example. A student scores 0 in an achievement test is not supposed to have known nothing in that subject. Or you cannot say that in an intelligence test or IQ test, if a student score 100 and another student score 50, that does not mean the second students is 50% lower than the first students. So this is the interval scale. Also I have given earlier one example, that is the temperature measuring thermometer. Then coming to ratio scale. A ratio scale is a refinement over other levels so far as quantitative measurement is concerned. That means they have an absolute 0 point. Almost you can say almost no use in psychological or educational experiment, because we are always dealing with behavioral situation. It can be used for scientific experiment. Like, as I am giving one example, a student with weight of 80 kg is twice than a student who is weight of 40 kg. It is very clear. So there is an absolute zero. So this is all about the scales of measurement and data. So thank you for joining me, and we'll meet in the next class for the next discussion. Thank you very much.